Chapter 1. Created Player.
I'm gonna tell you what you do. What day is it today? Friday? What happened on Friday?
Payday.
Not this Friday.
Why not?
No. What you gonna do? You gonna call them like you gonna pay them, and then you crack them. You tell them you're not happy with what they fucking passes work down here, and when you're not happy, they ain't getting paid. You feel me?
Yeah, but string man, you don't pay a nigga, he ain't gonna work for you.
But you think a nigga's gonna get a job? You think these niggas gonna be like, fuck it, let me quit this game here and go to college? No, I mean, they gonna buck a little, but they're not gonna walk. And in the end, you wanna get respect.
Yeah.
Growing up as a black kid in America, there are two industries that you gravitate to more than anything: sports and entertainment. It's been like this for a very long time now. When you create the environment, you are creating the people.
We learn to be who we are to a good extent as a result of learning to cope with our environment.
Intelligence has always been something that black people were taught to look down upon for fear of being punished or even killed. Most people enjoy sport at some time in their life, but the main reason black kids want to pursue these passions professionally is because they want the lifestyle more than they want the occupation itself. Kids see these individuals having the ability to take care of their families, dress nice, attract women, drive expensive cars, etc. This is something that is not common in the communities that we come from, and really only seen through the drug dealers. If you don't go pro, maybe you can make it rapping. If you can't make it rapping, sell drugs. These are the options that are unconsciously presented to black children, which in turn creates the behavior we see in society.
So when you remove you remove certain thinking skills from people, when you introduce into them certain emotional orientations, when you keep away from them certain intelligence in terms of knowledge, you're creating a personality, and you can begin to predict how those people are most likely to behave under certain circumstances. You know what they are, capable of doing.
The word around school is, you're down here because you beat the system. You had no interest in being in a classroom, and you made the classroom impossible for everybody else.
The problem is the education being given. We live in this information age where everything is instant and patience is hard to maintain. This often gives kids a reward now mindset, which is why certain studies elude them, as it takes many years to master those. Even when mastered, not knowing the political and economic relationship between this profession and your community can lead to miseducation.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. We are the biggest selling female group ever. 10 million albums worldwide. We have worked very hard. We have been in this business for 5 years. And we are broke as broke can be. And we're not like trying to be a sad story. If that was the case, we would have been on everybody's talk show talking about how broke we are. We haven't done that.
What message do you give so people can maybe see things in a different light?
I mean, I feel like, we got a common enemy, you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel we got time to be beefing, you know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. That's divide and conquer, you know what I'm saying? That's what he meant, you know what I mean? We got a common enemy in these capitalists that's taking control of our assets and colonizing what we're doing. As far as rap music, as far as our continent we came from, our culture and all that, like, we got a common enemy, so we ain't got time to have issues amongst ourselves.
Two people can be in the exact same class using the exact same utensils and get two totally different educations. Again, it's the intention. A child who has a parent who played professional sports will see gym class very differently than a child who has a parent working somewhere else. The same way a child whose father, uncle, cousin is a banker will see math class much differently. To get the most out of the education, you must look at the overall subject as it refers to you. While there are many teams, agencies, firms, corporations in these industries, all of the different facets work together to create the fashion industry, the music industry, Hollywood, the NBA, the NFL, etc.
I don't think we should ever compensate players. They can keep their meal money, said Syracuse coach Jim Boeheim when asked about the possibility of paying college athletes. He also took issue with people bringing his salary into the conversation, saying, quote, "The player's 17 years old. I've been working my whole life. I'm a grown man. It makes no sense," end quote. Well, what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, let me tell you this. When them boys get in trouble, you sure treat them like grown men then. Like, one amazing thing about college sports is the selectivity they have when they're going to treat these guys like adults and when they're not. The people who argue against paying players are not doing it at all from a logical basis. The only argument they make is, well, they get enough, right? It's not about how much they should get, it is they get enough, as though they shouldn't dare have the audacity to want some money that fold. Money be green. Money look like money. Money feels like money. You pay people with money. You don't pay people with goods and services.
What we are doing is the star football and basketball players are losing out on money and potential ways to pull their families out of poverty. Not necessarily give their families lifetime wealth, but how about moving from the projects to a decent apartment while I'm living the great life in college.
Black people are some of the biggest job creators in history. While much of the industry is controlled by people who are non-black, without the black players and entertainers, many of them will be without a job. We have created millions of jobs and billions of dollars through what William C. Roden calls it black gold. And most of these jobs have not allowed us to participate.
And it ain't no Ralph though.
Most of it is due to a lack of ownership, and some is due to a lack of exposure. But many times, even in the case of Michael Jordan, widely considered the best basketball player to ever play the game, we are not chosen to be executives in these companies that have greatly benefited from our talents.
Perhaps Jordan's biggest professional failure was his tenure with the Washington Wizards. In 2000, he became a part owner and top manager of the team, and then decided he could make a bigger contribution by going back on the court. Although he had moments of greatness, his knees began to fail him, and he announced he was done as a player. Soon after, the Wizards unceremoniously fired him.
Did you see getting fired coming? No. If that was the case, then obviously I wouldn't have went back to play, because I felt like I played injured. I went through surgery, and I did the things that a lot of young kids and did not do, and I didn't have to do it. But I did it with the benefit of trying to help an organization get back on its feet. And the gratitude that I was being given was, your services no one wanted or needed. So I felt like I was used in a sense. But
until the culture shows the ability to maintain itself, our individual interests will always fall by the wayside. If you don't find a way, capitalist society has a way of picking your interests for you.
Things just stay the same.
That's for sure.
The game is the game.
Everything must be financed and looked at politically to enhance the interest of a people. Throughout history, you see the most enlightened times where art, literature, discovery are most frequent, are the times where places were economically stable and could afford to have creators in it. With a very small industry controlling the entire market, there's just not enough opportunity for great entertainers and minds to flourish without the strong backing of a community. You might know everything about chemistry, but unless there is a community able to give you a job or finance it for you so that you can live a happy life, it really doesn't matter. And that's where we stand.
I've been ready for 3 years. I've been denied for 3 years. We all know why I came out here, showed it today in front of everybody. We have nothing to hide. So we're waiting for the 32 owners, the 32 teams, Roger Goodell, all of them to stop running. Stop running from the truth, stop running from the people. We're out here, we're ready to play. We're ready to go anywhere. My agent Jeff Nally is ready to talk to any team. I'll interview with any team at any time. I've been ready, I'm staying ready, and I'll continue to be ready.